his speech and his language. So receptive language, how is he understanding things that are being said to him and things like that. So yes, no questions, simple stuff, simple directions, he's great with. The complex yes, no questions, he was about 80%, so that was good. And multi-step commands, he was pretty accurate at them, but a little bit in that task we say impulsive, in that he kept starting before I would give him the next one. So if I would say touch your nose and touch your elbow, before I could say touch your elbow, he was already here. So in a way, then he's only following a one step, because I'm listening to that now and now I'll do that. So a little bit of trouble there. Expressively, I'm not seeing any major like expressive language issues. He could name the objects, he could pretty much say the days of the week, the months of the year, had a little bit of trouble with that. Naming things to questions, and even just our conversation here today, you know, he was able to answer my questions appropriately, like what's your favorite team, what hat does your wife have on, but because he is kind of a bit lethargic and his output is a bit short, I can't fully rule out like higher level language things. I don't think there's anything like that going on, but there's definitely no major language issues. The next step for me would be to assess more things like cognition, to see if he's having any more issues with like processing speed, memory, problem solving. That would be something else we're going to want to take a look at. And then the only other thing that I noticed is when he does speak, his speech is slurred. So we call that dysarthria. So that's like slurred speech after a stroke. That's something else that we would be addressing in therapy. So basically, you know, we've got some motor speech dysarthria, maybe a little bit of comprehension issue. Expressively seems pretty good, but we'll need a little bit further follow-up on that. And then when he's really, you know, kind of more awake, doing that cognition assessment and things like that. So those are all things we'll continue to consider and follow and do while he's here. And then, of course, at the next level of care, I think I saw, so the plan is Vallejo, right?
Right.
Okay, so they are amazing there, and they would really pick up like right where we're leaving off and really start hitting the therapy really hard, because here in the hospital it's a bit more evaluation and a little bit of therapy versus the intense
I wish it
therapy.
was like, you know, with you, like.
Yeah, and that's when he goes to Vallejo, he'll be doing, I shouldn't speak, I've never worked at Vallejo. Typically it's an hour of each discipline each day, but every facility is different. But he should be getting like speech therapy 5 days a week at the other facility. So, and then of course they'll be following him for his swallowing as well. So from our standpoint, we got a lot of areas that we'll be working on with him. Okay. Any questions or concerns?
No, not that I can think of. I can feed him this now.
Sure, yeah, if he's awake and alert, absolutely. And then just stick
to give him anything unless he's asleep. I have to make sure that he's like
really awake and stuff, and because he kind of seems to go in and out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if he's going in and out, do not feed him.
I would not, no, because we don't want to risk something getting in his lungs. Yes. But here, so he's got the apple juice that I already opened, some applesauce. I'm going to take the peaches with me, and then I'll take the regular water with me as well. So we will be back in to check him as you know when we can. I do like to let family know that there's not as much speech here as there is like PTOT, so we do try to see our patients every day if we can. We might not always be able to, but just know that, you know, he is on our caseload. We are coming to see him as our schedule allows and things like that.
Okay, so that means you'll be coming daily at different times?
That's the attempt is for daily, but I can tell you right now, just knowing what our caseload is like right now, we might not be able to see him daily at this time, but we definitely make that attempt. There's not as many of us as there's like PT, so PT gets to kind of come around a bit more often, but yeah, we are trying to make that attempt as often as we can. Okay? Alrighty. Well, thank you so much. So good to see you. If I don't see you guys, again, I'm off tomorrow, and you know I don't know what schedule will happen. And then Friday's my last day here, actually. So if I don't see you, good luck with everything. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Yeah. It was so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet
He's very lucky to have you at his bedside. You're a lucky man. You've got a great wife. What do you think? All right, Mr. Martinez. Do you guys need anything?
No, I'm just gonna, like you said, I'm wait till he's fully awake to.
Yeah.
He's good.
Sounds perfect. Thank you.